A little disappointed in our showing today. Gave up 91 points. That's the second time we've given over 90 points in a loss this year. A little disappointing. Like how we didn't give up and we fought back. Got to stay out of foul trouble. Got to rebound the ball at a high level when you're playing on the road against a top 5 team.
Questions? Yeah, I mean, that last 30 seconds, really the last, however, like you said, the never say die kind of attitude, what do you attribute that to?
It's just fighting. That's what we're about, man. We have to. We feel like we let some things slip away, some defensive assignments that we normally make. Just kind of fell asleep, and we kind of regained our composure a little bit at the end to try to fight, keep fighting back. Got some stops, made some shots, and made it interesting. If DeMario hits the 3 in the corner, we're down 2 with I think 19 seconds to go. So just wasn't our night tonight.
You had one little stretch there when it was still in the 70s and Kendrick hit the little baseline jumper, and then they came back and hit the 3 on the other end. How tough was he a matchup for you, Miller?
Oh, yeah, Miller, he had one of his best games. Respect this game, knocked down some big shots as a freshman. And you want freshmen taking those shots. And he made them, so, kudos to him.
Penny, you talk about kind of guys playing with their emotions in check when it comes to, not fouling. Today, giving up, I think it was 29 points at the free throw line, is that kind of that same symptom, not playing under control, or what do you attribute that to?
Everything they did, we knew they were going to do. So I can only think about it being mental. You got to kind of play the game before you play it. I think that they disrespected the youth of Alabama, thinking it was going to be easy. But those young guys can play. They're pros, all of their freshmen. So in my mind, and you have to respect them as such. Not only did Brandon have a good game, I felt like, with Namari being out, that Jaden stepped in and played solid. 10 points. And had 5 assists. That's a big game for a freshman in this game, even if it's at home.
How difficult? Second straight game you've had. You've gone the last late stretch without DeAndre and Malcolm. That just makes things incredibly difficult.
Man, every time DeAndre gets in foul trouble, it's a battle because it's usually against a really, really good team. And you leave your guys out there, and he just has to understand how to control his emotions, and the technical, not necessary. Just keep playing, and complaining to the refs is not ever going to work. And then the foul that he gets when he should have just came down with the ball and put it back, he throws it up there and then fouls. So we can't win big games with him and Malcolm on the bench in foul trouble.
It seemed like when y'all would cut it close, what stops you from getting over the hump is just kind of finishing easy shots, open shots. Is that nerves at times, or what is that?
Maybe not used to the moment. This team is still trying to figure themselves out. Not used to the moment. Big moments, you got to make those shots. Get open looks. You got to make those shots. So, just got to keep working. Got to keep grinding. We're playing the best in the country, so we know where we are. We know where we got to clean up and get better at. And we'll be ready for Saturday.
Coming off that Auburn game, kind of showing to the country that you guys can hang with the best of them. What was your team's mindset here? Were they too high, you think, or you said that they weren't ready for the moment?
I can only assume that they just didn't respect Alabama as much as they respect Auburn, even though Alabama's ranked higher, because they got young guys. You see these young guys, you're thinking they're freshmen, but like I said, you have to respect every opponent. That's just me guessing from what I saw. But tip your hat to Alabama. They moved the ball well. They spread the floor. They shoot threes.
You obviously weren't afraid to throw Franklin feet first into the fire. And you've been asked before about what he brings, but now that you've seen him, what kind of dimension is he truly going to be capable of delivering for you guys?
In 17 minutes he had 6 rebounds, 3 offensive, and 8 points. And really, like you said, he hadn't played in a while. This was a tough game for him to come back. He was only 3 for 8 from the field and didn't make his threes. So I felt like he played a really solid game, got rebounding, got a couple charges, forced some turnovers. So, I think that was a great showing for him his first game.
2 more. Malcolm's status? Is he?
I'm not sure. Bad ankle sprain, I think. Probably going to be out for a while.
By Kendrick?
I think KD is okay. I think sometimes because of the lingering injury from his previous ankle injury, if he tweaks it a little bit, it's like a shock. More so not just, re-injuring it all over again.
Zooming out a little bit, I know this was a loss, obviously, and there's no moral victories, but you look at last game and this game against two top 15 opponents. Do you think that kind of bolsters the confidence of your team, saying, hey, like you had always said, nobody believed in us, but this is what we can do?
Yeah, well, like, when you play the best, you see where you are. And I know that this gives us confidence from playing Alabama, playing Auburn back-to-back games. I don't think anybody does that. We did it this year, and I'm happy we did because, I'll go back, watch the film, go back to the drawing board. These guys believe now because they're seeing these type of teams early in the season. So we just want to be the best we can be at the end of March.